Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I am going to try something new that I saw on the Print and Pixel YouTube channel the other day. They did these really fun little like pocket tucks or page tucks, and I'm going to give it a try today. So I'm not sure that I'm working with my Big Shot Foldaway is going to work, but I'm going to give that a try too. But let me kind of show you what I've done. I did this one of course my original thought was that it would be like a tab, but then I did it right in the center, and so that would stick out really far. So I think on a pocket this one would work pretty well. I did this shape, and it's a little bit smaller, and I think that would work on the edge of a page or as a tab, although it might be a little bit deep still. A little work in progress. But and then I have this one too that I've done that's longer, that would be kind of more like a removable, like a bookmark, or I guess it wouldn't technically be a belly band. I guess you could put a few things under here, but I don't know. So this is what I started off with. This is my very lightweight index cardstock that I always test everything on because it's one of my favorite things to use, but this weight is probably a little bit too light. This paper is just about the right size. Oh, I tried to get fancy and do a double, and I think that works. I've got actually 2 spaces here where you can tuck stuff under. Anyway, I get distracted. Let's see. So this is the paper that I used, and I don't know what the weight is because it does not say, but it is it's a heavy, almost, well, I was going to say like we use for mat board. No, nowhere near as heavy as a mat board, but it is heavy art paper. So anyway, there you go. I think that one's been around for quite a while, so I don't know if you can still find anything like that, but something heavy enough to hold its own when you cut a piece out of it. And then I cut out some little pieces out of book page to use as decoration. Having all kinds of experiments going on. Well, okay, let's see now if the die cutting on camera is going to work, or during a video. I know this doesn't really fit very well, so let me, well, oh, you know what, before I do that, let me put this back over here. Getting ahead of myself. Now the Print and Pixel Studios ladies, they just used their plates from their cutter partially to cut, and then I found this in my stash, and it is from, is this the right one? Yes, it's from Sizzix, and it's called a dimensional cutting pad. I've had it for a while, a long while, and I thought it was interesting that it just sort of appeared on the top of one of my stacks the other day, and it does work, and it is still available. I did check. It's they had it on Amazon when I started this project this morning. So what we do with, it's got this little dent in it that doesn't go through, so when you run it through the die cut machine, it doesn't put pressure there. So it's not a really wide strip, but I think it's just fine for this particular project, especially if you're not going to give it heavy use. Ooh, easy for me to say. Absolutely not easy for me to say, of course. Okay, so let's go back to this again and see if I can do this so I can kind of show you. I've already prepared, I put the die cut on, and this is fairly heavy cardstock, not as heavy as the art cardstock that I was using before. So instead of going, and this is 2 pieces, so I taped it down and taped it down, and do be careful when you use your washi tape to tape it down, because it can stick and tear your paper, which I discovered this morning. Of course, reminded me. I knew that, but you know, you forget when you don't use your die cut machine very often. And I have mine on this little magic mat from scrapbook.com. I'm not really 100% certain that I'm supposed to use it this way, but it works really well because it has the grid, and then I can keep it straight. So let me, a little washi tape here, because these pieces will be getting cut off. So let's do, oops. Okay, well, let's just do that because now I've lost the end of my washi tape. So I've got my little, what are we calling it? The dimensional cutting pad, and I'm going to line it up. I put another piece of washi up there so I could remind myself that that was the spot I wanted to use as the flip up point, because then it won't be sticking out too far. And I think it'll probably work better on a page rather than just on a pocket. So we run it through. I try not to knock everything over on my desk. Oh, it's not going to work. I see what I've done. Oh, the error of my ways. That's not long enough to cut all the way to the end of my piece. Well, okay. I had a feeling this was going to be an ill-fated attempt. Let me try this and see if I can still save it. We'll see. Forgive me once again. Don't do as I do. Learn from my mistakes. I forgot that's probably why I cut that in the middle the first time, huh? Let me see. Did I get it? Did it work? Cut through. Yes, it did. Okay. Whew. All right. I had to sit down for a second, take a deep breath. Whew. That was, of course, entirely more stressful than it needed to be. So let me slide this out of here. Take this whole piece out. Get the die cut machine back over to the side. Fold up its handle. I do love that fold away Big Shot. Although I have several die cutting machines, that seems to be the one I always use because I always, you know me, I'm always in a hurry. So let me see if I can get this loose. Yep, see, tearing the paper, but that's okay. Because that, hopefully, if I did it right, that part will come away. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's very gingerly lift this up. Hopefully, oh yeah, I think it did. Let me grab another piece of glue paper to put down and catch all my little pieces. So this particular die cut is from Tonic Studios, I think. I was going through my stash this morning and thought, gosh, I've had that for ages and I've never used it. So let me gingerly pull that off. Okay, let's lift this piece up. Let's see what we've got. So, what did I do with my pokey tool? Here's my pokey tool. I maybe should have left this or had this piece be a little bit longer. Oh, and I don't think I did quite a good enough job. Okay, things did not get cut out as they should have. So once again, don't do as I do. This just was an idea for you. I'm not an expert. I just like to play with stuff. When I see ideas, I get really excited and then have to jump in and try them. So there we go. So we have, oh, did it do it? That far it did. Oh, that's why that didn't work. Oh, that's something else to think about if you're going to put something in the center. It doesn't cut through where, well, of course, where you don't want it to cut through, right in here, because that's what's keeping it together. So let's see. It actually did just exactly what it was supposed to do. I think I can get my X-Acto knife and take that out. I think I'll leave that one in. Okay, so just the top. You know what I tried doing earlier was to take the part that you want to cut off, and if you can fold it kind of cleanly back on itself. this is just to give you a cutting line. So, you know, if this is annoying to you and you don't want to do it, that's also fine. I just thought it worked pretty well for me. Although the heavier the cardstock, the little bit more challenging it is. So we'll just make a cut here. Be careful not to cut into the centerpiece. Not quite get that. Okay. We'll cut this piece away. It's would have been wiser for me to kind of pop that up a little bit and cut it that way. There we go. And of course I didn't quite get it. Let's try this again. And you can come back and shape this little corner if you'd like. But this is on there. This part slides. Let's see. What do I got? There we go. Just slides over your page edge. Oops. There we go. Like this. And then this part would stick out. And of course that's crooked. So, you know, I'll come back with my ruler and straighten it up. Because I could keep trying with my scissors, but, you know, we know it's not going to be straight. But anyway, then that kind of sticks up a little bit. So this may not be heavy enough. Of course, I have it on super heavy. That is a super heavy piece I put it on. Let's see, what do I have? What else do I have around here that's not quite as heavy? This is some of the... Yeah, it's still going to kind of stick up. So maybe this particular die isn't the best of ideas. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a fun one. I wanted to give it a try. So, what are we calling this? Kind of a self-contained tabby thing. I'll have to go back and see what the ladies at Print and Pixel Studios called theirs. And I will link their video below. Oh, here's my ruler. Let's see, can I do this and not destroy it? Where's the... I just had it. There it is. So you very carefully if you're going to trim it. Very carefully. Probably always best to do three swipes with your blade so that you're not pushing so hard, and then it helps you not to go off your proper path. Let's see. Did I cut too much away? I think I did cut a little too much away. Oh well. See, try to fix it and you just make it worse, but that's okay. Oh well. Let's go ahead and do this one too, since I'm destroying things. I did think with this one, it would also might be kind of nice to do a little piece that backs it, so that you have something behind the cutout, and not just the. Let's get that to go through. And so you have actually color in the holes and not just the cutouts. My smaller X-Acto knife would be a much better idea for this. But anyway, there you go. There's your bumbling crafter video for me. Yeah, I definitely cut that too close in there. But I could put a piece of piece of washi tape across there, or like I said, if I decide to back it, that'll make that part strong. Oh yeah, that won't help that part, will it though? Anyway, I'm going to stop trying to fix it because I'm just making it worse. So there you go. There's my idea for today. I thought it was really fun. Obviously, I need to practice more, but I wanted to share the idea with you just in case you don't follow them. And I love the stuff they come up with. And so, yeah, this one worked pretty well. And I think I might come back with a rub-on of a flower or something and put on there. But, and this one, it's pretty. Oh, goodness. Okay, my kitty's getting into stuff. I will say bye-bye for now. And, oh, I forgot to do my spiel. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love to have a comment from you, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And so this time I mean it. Bye-bye for now.